The Golden State Warriors have lived many basketball lives. They were once the laughingstock of the league, then rose to become the most dominant dynasty of the modern era, led by the iconic shooting brilliance of Stephen Curry. Alongside Klay Thompson and Draymond Green, Curry's Warriors forever changed the way the game is played. But now, with Curry at 37 years old, the question looms, how much longer can this dynasty last? For years, Warriors fans have dreamed of the ultimate partnership, pairing Stephen Curry with Giannis Antetokounmpo, the unstoppable Greek freak. A combination of shooting genius and physical dominance that could terrorize the league for years. Rumors have circulated, hopes have been raised, and speculation has been endless. Yet, as of August 2025, the dream seems further away than ever. Part 1: The Rise of Giannis. To understand why the Warriors chased this dream, we must first revisit the rise of Giannis. Drafted 15th overall in 2013, he entered the league as a skinny teenager from Greece. Nobody could have predicted what he would become. Over a decade later, Giannis is a two-time MVP, a Finals MVP, a Defensive Player of the Year, and the centerpiece of the Milwaukee Bucks' 2021 championship run. He became the face of a small-market team, proving loyalty still had a place in a league dominated by big markets. For the Warriors, Giannis represented more than just talent, he represented the perfect bridge. A superstar in his prime who could extend Golden State's dynasty, carry the load when Curry slowed down, and keep the Bay Area relevant long after the Splash Brothers era. Part 2: The Warriors' window closing. Meanwhile, the Warriors have been grappling with reality. Curry, though still brilliant, is no longer in his 20s. Injuries have slowed Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green's temper has often overshadowed his contributions. The team's once feared bench depth has thinned. Jonathan Kuminga, a young forward bursting with athleticism, has been one of the few bright spots. Warriors management has been reluctant to trade him, even when offers came in. Why? Because they believed he could be the centerpiece of a future blockbuster deal. Perhaps the deal that would bring Giannis to San Francisco. Part 3: The Bucks say no. But dreams often collide with reality. Houston Rockets GM Rafael Stone revealed in an interview that the Bucks were not listening to any trade offers for Giannis. He described conversations with Bucks GM John Horst, who made it clear, Giannis is off the table. No offers, no negotiations, no possibility. This was devastating news for teams like the Warriors, who had carefully held on to their assets for the day the Bucks finally opened the door. Giannis had not requested a trade, and Milwaukee showed no signs of losing faith in their superstar. Part 4: The Media Speculation. Veteran journalist Tim Kawakami added fuel to the fire earlier in the summer. He explained that the Warriors were holding back on trading Kuminga for lesser value, precisely because of the possibility of a Giannis deal. If Milwaukee ever decided to move on, Kuminga could be the type of young, explosive forward they'd want in return. Fans took Kawakami's words as a hint, the Warriors weren't just dreaming, they were preparing. Yet, even Kawakami admitted that uncertainty surrounded Giannis. He might stay loyal to Milwaukee forever. Or, if he left, he might choose another team entirely. Part 5: Why Giannis to Warriors makes sense. On paper, the pairing is irresistible. Giannis thrives in open space, dominating in the paint and on fast breaks. Curry thrives with shooters around him and big men who can protect the rim. Together, they would form a devastating inside-outside duo, forcing defenses into impossible choices. Warriors fans imagined the pick-and-roll nightmare, Curry drawing defenders out to 30 feet, Giannis rolling to the rim like a freight train. They imagined Giannis taking over games when Curry rests, ensuring the dynasty never collapses. Part 6: Why it's nearly impossible. But reality bites hard. The Bucks are loyal to Giannis, and Giannis has been loyal to them. His contract, his family roots in Milwaukee, and his identity as the face of the franchise make a trade unlikely. Even if he wanted out, the Warriors would struggle to compete with teams that have more draft picks and younger stars. The Warriors' cap space is tight, their assets limited, and their dynasty aging. The dream sounds perfect, but the logistics are brutal. Part 7, Alternative Paths. If not Giannis, then who? Rumors of LeBron James joining Golden State have surfaced, though they sound more like fantasy than reality. The Warriors have also been linked to veterans like Al Horford, or role players who could complement Curry. None of these names carry the shock value of Giannis, but they represent more realistic moves. For now, Kuminga remains in the Bay, developing and waiting. He could become the next superstar himself, or he could remain the Warriors' best trade chip. Part 8, The Legacy Question. In the end, the story isn't just about Giannis. It's about Stephen Curry. How will his final years be remembered? Will the Warriors give him the superstar partner he deserves? Or will his greatness fade surrounded by declining teammates? Giannis might never join the Warriors, but the dream itself says a lot about the state of the team. Fans know Curry's time is running out. Management knows it too. Every rumor, every article, every whisper about Giannis reflects a deeper truth: the Warriors are searching desperately for the next chapter of their dynasty. As of now, the Bucks have said no, Giannis has said nothing, and the Warriors are left waiting. Maybe the call never comes. The Golden State Warriors are having a very busy off-season, and fans are eagerly following every rumor, trade possibility, and signing. One of the most talked about topics is the potential acquisition of LeBron James. Warriors executives are reportedly very interested in bringing LeBron to Golden State to pair him with Stephen Curry. This pairing would create one of the most powerful duos in NBA history. LeBron's experience, leadership, and championship mentality could help guide the team while Curry continues to perform at his peak. Fans are excited by the idea of seeing these two stars together, imagining the offensive firepower, fast breaks, and incredible three-point shooting that could result. However, there are significant challenges. LeBron has a no-trade clause, meaning he must approve any move to another team. The Lakers are currently focused on building around Luka Doncic and are not ready to trade him. Even if LeBron were willing to move, the Warriors would need to carefully structure a trade that balances player exchanges and salary cap constraints. Analysts believe that while the idea is enticing, it is highly complicated and unlikely to happen immediately. Fans on social media have shared mixed reactions, with some excited for the possibility and others cautious about disrupting the team's chemistry. Meanwhile, Golden State is also looking to strengthen its frontcourt by signing veteran big man Al Horford. Horford brings experience, defensive intelligence, and floor spacing to the team, which could complement the Warriors' style of play. His ability to hit three-pointers, protect the rim, and lead by example makes him an ideal fit for a team that values both offense and defense. The expected deal for Horford is reportedly 2 years at $11.7 million, including a player option for the second year. This contract offers flexibility and security for the team while ensuring that a key veteran presence is added. With Horford on the roster, the Warriors could better manage minutes for younger players while maintaining a strong competitive core. The addition of Horford could also help fill the gap left by Kevin Looney and provide a stabilizing presence in high-pressure playoff situations. At the same time, the situation with Jonathan Kuminga, one of the Warriors' most promising young talents, remains a critical point of discussion. Kuminga is a restricted free agent, and contract negotiations have reached a stalemate. The Warriors have offered him a 2-year, $45 million deal, including a player option for the second year. Kuminga wants more control over his contract, creating a pause in the decision-making process. Analysts emphasize that how this situation is resolved will significantly impact the team's plans for the offseason. If Kuminga agrees to the deal, Golden State can finalize other moves, including Horford's signing and potential trade talks. If Kuminga decides to hold out, the Warriors may need to explore other players or consider alternative roster adjustments. Fans and analysts alike are paying close attention to every update, knowing that Kuminga's future is a key factor for the team's long-term success. In addition to LeBron, Horford, and Kuminga, the Warriors are monitoring several other players who could impact the team's roster. Names like Ben Simmons, Trey Murphy III, and Lauri Markkanen have appeared in discussions. Simmons could provide defensive skills and playmaking support for Curry, while Murphy and Markkanen could add shooting and versatility. Each potential move is being weighed carefully, considering team chemistry, salary cap limitations, and the development of young players such as Poole, Kuminga, and Moses Moody. Warriors management is balancing the need for veteran presence, young talent, and the team's overall championship aspirations. Experts note that every signing, trade, or contract negotiation has a ripple effect that could influence the next season's performance and playoff chances. Fans and the media are actively sharing opinions on social media, creating a lively conversation about the Warriors' offseason. Twitter is filled with excitement over LeBron rumors, while Reddit users debate the merits of Kuminga's contract situation and Horford's fit on the roster. Instagram posts and memes show fans imagining Steph Curry and LeBron James playing together, while also discussing how young players might adapt to these changes. Analysts provide insight into how the team might adjust its rotation, manage minutes for each player, and optimize both offensive and defensive strategies. These discussions reflect the importance of balancing immediate success with long-term team building, a challenge that Warriors management is carefully considering. Overall, the Golden State Warriors offseason is shaping up to be one of the most dynamic in recent memory. Decisions regarding LeBron James, Al Horford, and Jonathan Kuminga will define how the team approaches the coming season. Adding a veteran like Horford could provide stability and leadership, while Kuminga's contract decision will determine how much the Warriors can invest in young talent. The possibility of a LeBron trade excites fans but also Pressen.